AM 1450, AM 1450, FM 99.3, KNSI, taking you home with VoigtJohnson Real Estate. Brandon Johnson in studio with us. And by the way, folks, you can hear this show every Thursday morning at 7:23, Saturday afternoon at 12:53. And remember, start that home search at VoigtJohnson.com.
How are you, Bob?
Brandon, I'm going to make it today, sir. What's on your mind?
Just want to talk a little real estate.
Well, that sounds perfect since the program is called Taking You Home. And this is something that we have talked about before, but these changes are really starting to, take effect now, right? Because we're in the month of September. What's going on out there?
Yeah, so effective August 17th, one of the changes is all realtors, and this is nationwide.
Okay.
Any realtor, as you as a buyer wanting to look at a home, in order to get in and see that home, you have to have what they're referring to as a written agreement with that realtor, i.e. a buyer's representation contract of some form,
Okay.
In order to see that home.
Now, why is that?
The idea is transparency, and that the protection, consumer protection for buyers, is that you know what you're paying for and what you're getting for that service,
Okay.
and who's paying for it. That's one of the main transparency issues too. So it's required to be in writing before we as realtors can even show you, open a door for you to get you in a house.
Has there been a problem, an issue with transparency?
Not in my opinion. This is the nationwide Department of Justice settlement with the Association of Realtors, and this is just one of the aspects in that.
Okay.
It's good to lay it all out there. Does it create, anytime there's significant change in any industry, does it create a lot of questions and uncertainty?
Angst.
Yeah. Is it, as we in Minnesota, anything operational changing significantly? Not really. No. It's just more paperwork, honestly.
Gotcha. So, well, explain how the whole thing is going to work. I wanna look at this house. Knock, knock, knock. Brandon, I see a house that I want to buy. What do I do now?
Yeah. So the thing that'll change is just the mindset. We operated more casually, I would say. So if people called us up and wanted to see a home, we didn't view, at Voigt Johnson, we didn't view the buyer's representation contract as a way. It was more, if you want to work with us, we're happy to work with you, but we aren't going to force you to work with us by requiring you to sign a contract. Well, now by law, that's kind of changed, but we still view it as a compliance aspect, not as we want to force you to use us. So what we offer is you have non-exclusive and exclusive contracts. Okay. And so what it means is you don't have to, you can work with us just to see this home that you're inquiring about, or anywhere in between. What the agreements have to have, what the terms, what the services we're going to provide for you. Are you free to work with other realtors, meaning non-exclusive? Right. That's something that we at Voigt Johnson will offer. But you're going to be required to sign something no matter who you have show the home.
All right, let's say I sign an agreement with Brandon.
Yep.
But I also, Heidi has a home that she wants to show me. Do I have to do another agreement with her, or is it with you guys?
It's with the brokerage.
Okay.
The quick answer to your question is it depends on what the terms of that agreement are, right? But that's getting in the weeds a little bit. But it's buyer representation contract is with the brokerage. So if you sign an agreement with any one of our agents, that's good for anybody within Voigt Johnson to show you the home.
Okay, but then again, if I happen to have a good friend who is a realtor, even though I've worked with somebody else, if I want that guy or that gal to show me, my good friend to show me a home, I have to do the whole thing all over again?
Absolutely. And so what you're alluding to is the importance of, I talk about it used to be more of a casual transactional interaction. You want to know now, put a little thought of, okay, who do I want to work with throughout this process? Who do I want to commit to? And if I don't know, then I want to be sure to ask the realtor that I'm asking to show the home for a specific contract on that property or a short time period where I'm not committed to a 6-month exclusive if you don't know or feel comfortable.
Right.
The goal is you want to feel comfortable that whoever you're choosing, you feel comfortable with them representing you and they understand your needs and vice versa.
So where did this whole thing come from? Because if I'm not mistaken, Minnesota's never had a problem with this stuff before.
The initiation of this was all about, it was the commission's lawsuit with NAR nationally,
Okay.
and it was about transparency on who is actually paying the commissions.
So one
And that's
bad
what's-
apple out there, and it
Well-
could have been in California, for example, right?
Yeah.
That's where that messes up the whole apple cart.
Well, and that's how these, things typically start.
Right.
Is one bad instance or one. I don't even want to say a bad actor. It was just a settlement
Okay.
that was taking place, and this is one of the agreements that we, as the Association of Realtors, agreed to put into place. And I think it's a good thing overall. From a consumer standpoint, you just have to know that these changes are here,
Yeah.
and how do they impact you.
Exactly right. Well, if folks have more questions, or if they just want to work with VoigtJohnson Real Estate, what do they do?
We are online at VoigtJohnson.com or 320-774-2400.
Everything you need to know about real estate right here with VoigtJohnson Real Estate. Thursday mornings at 7:23, Saturday afternoons at 12:53, taking you home. Start that home search at VoigtJohnson.com. Brandon, thanks.
Thanks, Bob.